Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Stokes, and I'm National Director of Sales and Marketing here at MAS. Thank you for attending our webinar today. We appreciate you taking time from your busy schedule to be with us. We have a great session planned for you. We're excited to introduce to you GTL's Precision Care Cancer Plan, and it will be a product presented by special guest Dimitri Simos, Assistant Vice President of Sales with GTL. If you're attending a webinar for the first time today, I'd like to introduce you to MAS. We are a nationally recognized, award-winning field marketing organization and a leader in the insurance brokerage industry. Our office is located in beautiful Hoover, Alabama, just outside of Birmingham. Medicare Advantage Specialist is a full-service insurance marketing organization dedicated to help independent insurance agents leverage time, make more money, and put their business in a position of distinction. MAS offers the industry's most complete IMO experience. We support every facet of an agent's business, from our comprehensive senior product portfolio to our tools, services, and marketing programs. If you're looking for more than a contract, if you're looking for a long-term home for your business and a partner to help you take it to the next level, then look no further than MAS. At MAS, we are proud of the superior service, support, and training we provide to the agents across the country who work with us. We take great pride in our relationships with our agents and carriers. Our staff provides marketing strategies and assistance, creating numerous opportunities for our agents through lead programs, our Turning 65 workshop platform, the Agency Builder program, Fast Start, and other incentive programs. MAS marketing managers are eager to work with producers to help you grow your business. We can provide a market analysis of products available in your area to assist you in developing a strategic marketing plan for your business. We're always up to date on the latest products, carriers, lead programs, and services as they become available. Of course, we are always available to provide both back office and field support, making it easier for you to concentrate on sales growth. Our goal is to help you grow your business. At MAS, our specialty is the senior market, and our carriers portfolio is supported by Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, Final Expense Whole Life, Term Life, Universal Life, Critical Illness, Cancer, Short-Term Home Health Care, Dental, Vision, Annuities, and many others. So before we get started with the presentation, I would like to introduce the web control panel to the right-hand side of your screen. There's a chat toolbar which allows you to ask questions. We will be monitoring these questions throughout the presentation and share with the group at the end of the webinar. Today we are joined by Dimitri Simos of GTL. Not only is Dimitri a friend and colleague, but he has been a tremendous support to our organization over the years, assisting us with additional portfolio products. We're really excited about this product available from GTL. So with that being said, let me introduce Dimitri Simos.
Well, thank you, John. Good afternoon, everybody. And I believe we're going to do a switch over here. So give us a second here so we can get this taken care of so everybody can see the screen.
Did you get that, Dimitri?
Can you do that again for me, please? Sorry.
No. Yes, it's showing on my end that you now have the screen.
Okay. Then I'm curious to know which screen. Oh, there we go. I can probably do it this way. Perfect. Okay. I figured it out. I'm a little technologically challenged, so I apologize. So I think we have it all correct now. You guys all should be seeing the screen that says Outsmart Cancer with Precision Care, and it's got the little moving feature to it. So, like John said, I've been working with MAS for, we're almost going on 14, 15 years at this point, and it's been a great partnership, and they do a great job, for you guys, the agents out there, and any questions that you may have as we go through this presentation today, they're very well versed in the product, so please don't hesitate to give them a call, with any kind of questions you may have. conversation and kind of say, traditionally over the last few years, we've had, we talk about cancer plans, and for the most part, you can sit there and say it's an apple-to-apple comparison. Where in reality, now, because of this product that we've introduced about a month and a half ago here called Precision Care, we've really kind of taken that apples-to-apples comparison and really kind of made it to be apples and watermelons. So it really isn't a comparison between the cancer plans any longer. And this plan, as you'll see as we go through this, you're going to find that it's going to be, the lump sum cancer plan that you're going to want to offer to your clients. Now, when we talk about cancer, I think many of us have sat through webinars and in-person trainings, and we've always talked about the conversation about why do you sell cancer insurance. That's not going to change. The way you want to approach cancer isn't going to change whatsoever. The only thing that's going to change is really the product that you're going to offer at the end of the day. So that's when I want to make sure that I do kind of bring that up in the front end here, is that the questions about maybe when you're done with a med sup sale or a final expense sale, you might want to ask your client, who's your cancer plan with? Let them answer that for you. They say they don't have one. Well, kind of let them know that there's a lot of costs involving with a lot of costs with cancer that aren't covered by health insurance, that they're going to have to come out of some other funds that you may or may not have available to you. I.e., maybe retirement accounts or savings or borrowing from family and friends and so forth. So you might want to continue to have that conversation. Always know some of those backup stat information about the likelihood of having cancer is pretty likely for most of us. For men it's 1 out of 2. For women it's 1 out of 3 that may be diagnosed with cancer. So not that you want to scare anybody into saying that you're going to get cancer, but what if you did? This is why you're going to want to why you're going to want to listen to me having this conversation regarding our Precision Care product. So what's Precision Care? Precision Care is the next generation of insurance, cancer insurance products. It's a partnership between Guarantee Trust Life, GTL, and TGen. This tagline that we created, I think, is probably one of the best taglines I've seen. It's really what the product's about is covering the high cost of cancer, but giving you a better chance of beating cancer is better, right? So that's really what we're going to try to ultimately try to do. As you can imagine, like I mentioned at the beginning, it's an apples to watermelon comparison to other cancer plans out there. This is a revolutionary cancer plan. There isn't another plan like this on the market whatsoever. Precision Care, part of what it's going to be able to do is to provide access to a leading not-for-profit cancer research institute. And then it also, in addition to that, it's going to also provide cash to help pay for the high out-of-pocket costs associated with the cancer treatment and diagnosis. Having access to a single policy that accomplishes both, which is what Precision Care is going to do, is going to give you access to both revolutionary care and your traditional lump sum component that we're all used to. That's the part that makes this really revolutionary. So here we go. Let's take a look at Precision Care. I'm going to put a video on here, so let's take a listen.
With a diameter of only 0.1 of a meter, this unfathomably small molecule controls everything that makes you. From your individual cells to your physical appearance, and how your body reacts.
Dimitri, we're having issues with the sound.
Drugs or exercise plans may not always work the same for you as they do for others. So then why would treating cancer be any different? Guarantee Trust Life Insurance Company is partnered with TGen, the Translational Genomics Research Institute, a nonprofit pioneer in genome sequencing and precision cancer treatment. Precision Care Cancer Insurance is designed to help policyholders faced with a cancer diagnosis afford and have access to groundbreaking treatment advancements which gives policyholders access to TGen's world-class cancer physicians and to TGen's cutting-edge genomic sequencing services, while providing cash to pay for these services and the high costs of today's specialized cancer treatments. Your first shot at treating cancer is your best shot. Place your trust in GTL to help provide what you, specifically you, need along your journey. This is GTL's Precision Care Cancer Insurance. Insurance that's uniquely designed.
All right. So that's a video that everybody has access to. If you're not already contracted with GTL, make sure you contact MAS and they'll get you contracted. And those of you that are already contracted with GTL, that you should have been seeing quite a number of emails with links to the video here that definitely can be used to to use in front of a client. Right, we're going to go through here is our brochure. There'll be a kind of brief explanation of what Precision Care is, so that you can use this with your client also. It provides some of the steps of how the precision medicine does work, and how does a lump sum component of the product works, and what riders would be available. One of the things that we, for those of you that are more that like to use technology when you're using when you're meeting with clients, if you have a laptop or an iPad or something like that that's connected to the internet, as long as you're connected to the internet, you can go to our website at outsmartmycancer.com, and it's going to have just Precision Care information on this web address here, and you're going to be able to go through basically the brochure, scroll down, and be able to go through the brochure and help explain to the clients what Precision Care is. If you're also interested in getting, showing them the video before you go to the brochure, you'll see that there's a as you first get in the first part of the page there, you'll see what says watch video. The video that was just on would be what would play for that client, and they can take a look at that for a little bit and be able to see what where the conversation is going to go next. Now, if you're wondering where Precision Care is available today, it's available in all the states that are red. We are currently still working with filing some other states, but the other states that we're going to file in, we haven't got approval yet, so we're still working on that. And as those states become available, we'll be able to get those colored into red, so that this way it'd be available to you and your clients. If you're not familiar with GTL, GTL is located in a suburb just outside of Chicago, Glenview, Illinois. We were founded in 1936 by the Holson family. Today we're being led by the third generation of Holsons, and we are a mutual insurance company, probably considered more of a mid-sized company, licensed in 49 states. We do have a suite of products that we have available. It's not just Precision Care. We do a hospital indemnity plan, which is a market-leading hospital indemnity plan, Advance Plus. We have a short-term home health care plan. We do offer Medicare supplement in many states, and also a traditional type of cancer plan is also available. And then, of course, Precision Care, which is the product we're talking about today. We are rated AM Best, a B++, which is in their top tier, and we have zero debt. Why do I bring up zero debt? Zero debt's always good to know, because this way, when there's time to pay for a claim, we're going to have the money there to be able to take care of your client at the time when they need us most. So we mentioned there's a partnership between GTL and TGen. Who is TGen? Well, TGen is short for Translational Genomics Institute. But if you refer to them TGen, that would be perfectly fine, because to say Translational Genomics Institute 5 times in a row is a tongue twister. It's a great organization right here at TGen. These folks here, we are so fortunate that we have them in our world, because they are super smart, and they're able to really work on some of this real complex and important work that they have going on. But TGen is an affiliate of City of Hope. They are internationally recognized physicians, oncologists, and such. So it's not just a small little group that's kind of hidden away. They're hidden away over there in Phoenix, Arizona. They are not-for-profit, so since they are not-for-profit, they don't have the bottom line to worry about as much in terms of making sure stockholders are happy. They can do things because it's right, it's more right than worrying about the bottom line, which is important. What their focus for a TGen is not just about cancer. They also do other type of critical illnesses, research and so forth for, like neurological disorders or diabetes. So it's not, they're just not cancer only, but cancer is a pretty big one for them. So why is TGen world renowned? Well, they use advanced technology. They're the power, the computing power that it takes to be able to break down, to come up with the answers that they're looking for is huge. So they've been doing this since 2002. They've been working hard at it, and now they've got it down to where it's, where they can figure it out right down to the smallest molecules, which is awesome. Their goal is to explore the genome to turn life-threatening diseases. Maybe if they can cure them, that'd be great. But at the very least, they want to turn them into a chronic condition, which allows folks to not just only live, but to also thrive for many years to come. So they're physicians over at TGen and scientists. They work to unravel the genomic components of both common and rare complex diseases. Again, they are affiliated with City of Hope, and they are world renowned. Now, I'm going to put on another video here so we can so you can learn more from TGen, directly from TGen themselves.
TGen is a nonprofit medical research organization dedicated to understanding and applying our learning, our genes, genetic makeup, how it impacts illness or healthy states. More and more, the application of genetics is synonymous with precision medicine, personalized medicine, or individualized medicine. And TGen really was a pioneer in this application. We have really taken the position that the most we can do to be helpful sometimes comes in a much more comprehensive package. So it's not about the margin or the profit, it's about making sure we're doing something very right and as good as it can be done with the most knowledge available to us today, and not just geared toward profit generation. One of the ways that we touch lives is through the commercialization of our work, making sure what we learn makes it out to as many people as possible to help them, to benefit them, and that's what our mission is. So groups like GTL, who are really at the forefront, in fact, way ahead of many private health insurance carriers, to say, I see the power of this, how do we bring this to our constituents? Well, one of the biggest difficulties in this emerging field of precision medicine is that physicians don't always know how to interpret the information or how then to use that information. Even the commercial offerings that are out there are difficult to understand, and they're not nearly as comprehensive. So having the resource available for your physician in your own hometown to be able to apply this kind of complex information to your case is incredibly powerful. You get to stay close to home. You get expertise that is not widely available, but is very much needed for a physician to be able to use that information in a way that's helpful. We're very pleased to partner with GTL, who wanted to make the world a better place, and saw this as a way to do it by partnering with us. So we're very grateful for that professional team and just their mission as well to help their members.
Yeah, she does a great job of explaining TGen, because obviously she lives it every day. But I do encourage you, if because like I said, this is revolutionary, this is brand new. Please, take a look at tgen.org. Peruse their site. Take a look and see what all that they do. I think it's a great thing what they do there. So that's a great source for you to be able to actually to refer to. All right, so because this is such a revolutionary product, and I'm really gonna spend a lot of time really talking, I guess, genomic sequencing. I'm not gonna be talking about lump sum cancer payouts initially here. We're gonna talk more about why Precision Care is the revolutionary product that it is. We're gonna really focus in on this part here at the beginning, because I think it's important that you, me, and anyone, whoever else you explain this to, understands exactly how this all going to work. So at the end of the day, when we're talking about precision medicine, what they're really talking about, and the video alluded to it, is that the cancer, any kind of treatments at all whatsoever, we're all unique individuals. So if a particular cancer is unique to our own individual DNAs, so their philosophy is that if the cancer is unique to our DNA, then maybe the treatment should be, unique to the person too. And that's really what precision medicine, when it comes down to, it's all about. So what is genome sequencing? Genome sequencing is taking, it provides its experts at TGen a complete genetic code of a particular tumor. All right, so which once it's sorted and studied, then they can sequence it and can be used as a medical tool that unlocks the power of individual's genome to help create treatment plans that are much more precise and individualized. So from a more visual perspective, this is how what genome sequencing does. It analyzes the tumor, it creates a fingerprint. So when you're breaking this down, taking this tumor and looking at it and getting all the way down to the super small, cells that you're looking at it as, it's going to see what therapies have worked well before. Because you might find similarities between one fingerprint and another fingerprint, and it might be able to say, hey, that worked well for this type of situation. Let's give it a shot for this other. The oncologist to match each patient with the best treatment based upon the underlying biology. Again, that's what genome sequencing does. It makes medicine more rational, personal, and precise, which is great. And then it also will identify whether targeted drugs that support the immune system's ability to fight cancer could be beneficial to that insured. So that's all what genome sequencing can do for folks that are diagnosed with cancer. And I know in the video, Tess alluded to that there's commercial competitors out there. Yes, their TGen does not have the corner in the market of genome sequencing, but I could tell you though that they have the most comprehensive of tests in the market, because they look at 19,000 genes when they're doing their sequencing versus the other folks out there are looking at 400 genes. That's a pretty large difference. I think if it's me, I'd rather have a test that looks at 19,000 genes versus only 400. Again, TGen is known throughout the country, about their groundbreaking research and advanced technology. It is a not-for-profit, which is definitely a positive. And also, as part of our precision care product, clients that would end up using the precision medicine portion of this, which is the genome sequencing, they would also get a one-on-one consultation with TGen's oncologist. And that consultation would also include their oncology, client's oncologist also. Because like Tess said in the video, reading some of this information that's provided through this sequencing, might not make sense for some folks. So this way they have the folks that do understand it, they can have a real conversation with oncologists to help come up with the best way of having a treatment. I know over the past few months there's been conversation with CMS and genomic testing. There was a press release that came out. That press release came out on March 16th, and they said that basically that Medicare would cover genomic sequencing, which is great. It's great news, right? But here's the caveats about that. Medicare will cover genomic sequencing, for patients with advanced cancer. Well, what does advanced cancer mean? It meant recurrent, metastatic, relapsed, refractory, or stage 3 or 4 cancer. But basically, when you're reaching stage 3 or 4, that's pretty advanced, right? So that's the only time you have Medicare that's going to pick up the cost of this of a genomic sequencing situation. And also CMS would only pay for genomic sequencing that has been FDA approved. So it could be a lesser test, possibly that they're going to be saying okay to use. But right now I can tell you that TGen has started the process of going through FDA approval. It's not a quick process. It does take some amount of time, potentially 2 or 3 years, but it won't matter, because when the client buys Precision Care Cancer Plan, they're going to have the best of the best access to this genomic sequencing with TGen anyways, so it won't matter if CMS picks it up or not. So what is the precision medicine benefit that's part of the Precision Care product? So what it is it's going to provide, it's going to take the insured, it's going to take the oncologist to be able to talk to the client and say, hey, you're diagnosed with cancer, right? So then the client right away is going to need to file a claim with their cancer plan to get their lump sum amount. Once that claim is a payable claim, then the insured would let their oncologist know that they have a benefit with TGen for this genomic sequencing. And then the oncologist will contact TGen. They'll make the arrangements to get the biopsy. That when they don't have to get a second biopsy for this. This will be part of the initial biopsy that was taken to get the diagnosis of cancer. And they don't have to fly to Phoenix, Arizona. They can still stay in their hometown. So the oncologist will take a sample of the biopsy and they'll ship it out to TGen. TGen will take care of their sequencing, and then the TGen will let us know that the biopsy was taken and sequencing was performed, and then we'll pay TGen for their services. And also part of the precision medicine benefit would be that the patient and the doctor will get a one-on-one consultation with a TGen oncology expert, that explain the results and potentially provide some options that could be available for that particular fingerprint that they discovered. So when I look at Precision Care, this is what Precision Care is in one package. And the top 6 lines there, that's going to be the base plan. So they're going to get a lump sum coverage for first diagnosis cancer. They're going to have access to genomic sequencing and the physician consultation. Also, they'll have a 25% benefit payable for experimental treatment, 25% for cancer in situ, and then ASMO benefit clinic. And then there'll be some other additional riders that'll be available for the insureds. Now, if we want to get a little bit more detail regarding the lump sum component of this is like a traditional lump sum cancer plan where if the insured is between the ages of 18 and 90, a policy will be issuable to them. We will have child riders available that are issuable from ages 0 to 18. Now, from a benefit perspective, from 0 to 18, the child rider part of it, the child rider will be able to be issued as long as the benefit amount does not exceed what their primary insured amount is. So if the parent got $25,000 of benefit, then the child can get up to $25,000. They don't have to be equal to the parent. They can get some amount up to $25,000, let's say. Or if you got insured that's 18 to 65 years old, they can qualify from $2,500 to $75,000 of benefit. Or if the insureds are 66 to age 90, they can get up to $50,000 of benefit. And you'll find that our rates are not going to be tobacco rated. There's no tobacco rating. Our rates are going to be male, female rates. And then when you're looking at the children rates, the children rates are going to be for every child that the insured has. So if they have 1 child or if they have 5 children, it's going to be the same cost for, and I'll show you the cost here in a moment. It is guaranteed renewable for life, and also there's a 30-day waiting period once the policy is in effect. So the base plan I mentioned earlier also includes an experimental treatment. So what that means is that if your client gets diagnosed with cancer, they get paid a $10,000 lump sum amount, and then they choose to have an experimental treatment that's an FDA-approved treatment. They'll be able to receive an additional 25%. So that means they'll be able to get $2,500 more. So a total benefit up to this point would be a $12,500 benefit. Now also, there's also going to be a 25% benefit for cancer in situ, or in situ, depends on which way you say it. Cancer in situ, what that is, typically it's a stage 0 cancer. It starts off in a particular area and does not spread from that particular area or move to other parts of the body. Usually with surgery, you'll be able to get that removed, and then nothing really else happens with it. It's a very low form of a cancer. Now, so you know here, the diagnosis of cancer in situ is typically around 10% of all the cancer diagnoses that occur, throughout a given year. So, if you had 100, cancer cases, then roughly around 10% of those would be a cancer in situ. So, 10 out of 100. So that means 90 out of 100 are more of a invasive spreading, growth spreading cancer type of diagnoses, which are the ones that are a lot more concerning. Also, you have access to Mayo Clinic online. And what this provides is for folks that, just in general, it doesn't have to be about cancer that this has to be used for. It could be just general health questions. You know, they might want to go through a symptom checker. The symptom checker with Mayo Clinic, it's a real nice symptom checker. It does about 33 more algorithms than your traditional symptom checkers that you can find on a web. And also, it's from Mayo Clinic, so your results and information that you get from the symptom checker would be, you know, something probably more along the lines of what you think, you know, what you may need to think about versus, I don't know about you guys, but I know if I've ever Googled a situation like, you know, I don't know, rash on my arm, you know, and I did a Google search on that, you know, probably comes back that, okay, you know what, you're about ready to, you know, to die. So, you know, go call it, you know, so this right here is going to be a much more better and safer place to be able to at least figure that out if, you know, than trying to use Google. I'll take a look at some sample rates that we have here for the plan. This is the base plan here of a $10,000 benefit. You're looking at age 65-year-old female is $36 a month. A male age 65 is $46 a month. Now, you'll see that we put the ages here to go down to 45. And the reason why we do that is because the marketplace for really when you're talking about a cancer type product, you know, it is actually from folks that are 40 and above. Because usually once you hit age 40, it's, you know, that's when you start running into and hearing a lot about, you know, friends, family that get diagnosed with cancer, and you start hearing what the true experiences are for folks and what kind of problems they deal with, you know, outside of the medical side, but also the financial side too. You know, so that's really why, you know, 40 and above, if you know anybody that's 40 and above, have that cancer conversation with them. You know, they'll definitely be happy that you did. So really, when you're looking at the premiums there, you know, at age 55, you know, you're looking at, you know, $27 to $34 a month, you know, to be able to get $10,000 lump sum in genomic sequencing and consultations from TGen, experimental, cancer in situ, the Mayo Clinic benefits. That's a lot of benefits right there for, you know, for a small premium. I did mention there's some additional riders that are available, and one of the additional riders we're going to talk about here is going to be a 25% benefit for a late stage diagnosis. So that means if your client had a diagnosis of stage 3 or 4 cancer and they got paid out their lump sum amount, and then, you know, so because they were diagnosed as a stage 3 or 4, they're going to be able to get an additional 25%. You know, so then if they were to also choose the experimental treatment that I mentioned on the base plan, now you're talking $2,500 for experimental, $2,500 for the late stage diagnosis. That was an additional $5,000 right there on top of the lump sum amount. Not bad, right? By adding this benefit builder rider, you're also going to increase your cancer in situ payout from 25% to a 50% payout. Also, another thing that's pretty unique to our cancer plans in general is that we have a skin cancer benefit that's available for an insured if they have a diagnosis of basal or squamous cell skin cancer, a $500 per year benefit, and it's payable 3 times over the lifetime of the rider. So you're looking at potentially a $1,500 benefit on top of the other base plan and other rider parts right here so far. And then also we have an annual wellness benefit that provides $100 a year for a basic exam. It's not about cancer. It's just going into the doctor for a checkup. Now, one of the things we like to talk about when we talk about benefit builder is to really see how much it makes sense to add this onto every single cancer plan that you offer with GTL. When you look at the cost of the benefit builder, even at age 65, it's $9.75 for a female at age 65, right? If you multiply that out by 12 times, which gives you an annual amount of $117. And if you get, you go to get your doctor exam, you get your $100 back. So the net cost of having this rider is $1.41 per month, which is going to be nothing in comparison to all the additional benefits that you can get by adding this benefit builder rider. And if you were to look at it from the male's perspective at $13.33 a month, when you do the math and take out the $100, you find that the net cost of the rider would be only $5 a month. So it's a very, very affordable rider to add to all your clients that you write with our Precision Care or our cancer plan in general. The children riders, I mentioned to you, equal to or less than what their parents purchase on their own cancer plans, right? So if you look at a $25,000 plan for a child, that's $3.12 a month for all the children that client has. So if it's one client, it's $3.12. If it's 6 clients, $3.12 a month. Very, very affordable. And the children riders, they get the TGen benefit also. So God forbid that the child gets diagnosed with cancer and they need to do the genomic sequencing, that'll get taken care of. So it's a very nice rider and definitely makes a lot of sense for those folks, the younger families. Now, I know sometimes you're going to have a conversation with somebody and they're going to say to you, you know, I'm not going to get cancer. It's not going to happen to me. All right. Well, you know what? My answer to that is, you know what? I hope you're right. I hope that's the case. But if it's not, wouldn't you feel better if you had some peace of mind that, you know, have some dollars available to you to help you during this terrible time from a financial perspective, and also giving you access to the genomic sequencing? You know, no one's going to say no to that, right? But then you can say, well, hey, look, you know what? If you don't ever need to use it, we can put this return of premium rider on there, so that if you don't ever use it, you can cancel the plan, get your money back minus any claims. We've got 3 different options that are available from a return of premium perspective. As you can see on the screen, if their issue ages are from 50 to 65, they can keep the policy in force for 20 years, cancel the plan, get their money back minus any claim. Or age 66 to 70, they can keep the policy in force 15 years and get their money back minus any claim. Or we have two options regarding if the insured would pass at any time, or if the insured would pass prior to age 86. You know, so a couple of different ways that helps you to be able to have that conversation about cancer, and also give you a little rebuttal to that I'm not going to get cancer scenario, because you know you're going to hear it. So from an underwriting perspective, super simple underwriting, simplified issue, yes, no questions. The answer no to the questions, policy is going to be issued. There's going to be a height and weight chart that you want to make sure you take a look at on the underwriting guide. If the client's within the height and weight chart, which is a pretty liberal height and weight chart, again, that'll be another situation where the policy should be issued. We do have a medications list of conditions that we will not take. That medication list is not all inclusive. There may be some other ones out there that, because that list changes all the time. But we usually put out on that list the most common popular types of meds. So, if you do have questions, please feel free to make sure you contact one of our underwriters, and they'll be happy to guide you on how to answer a particular question. Now, we do have some additional underwriting situations that will occur if a client were to purchase a coverage. If they're from under the age of 65, if they were to purchase coverage from $50,000 to $75,000 of benefit, then we would also do an RX and a personal history interview. If you had clients that were 66 to 90 that wanted to purchase more than $35,000 of benefit, then we would also do an RX and a PHI for them also. Otherwise, if we're under those limits, then we'll just go straight off the application question, and then the policy will be issued right away. And also from a monthly minimum premium perspective, we do require a $15 a month monthly premium, on new business sales of our cancer plans. If you're wondering what the health questions look like, here's what the questions look like on an application. You'll notice probably some key features here is that we only got 5 total questions, but then you also got the questions in the top there will say, for questions 1 through 4, in the past 5 years, has any person been treated, has any person to be insured been diagnosed as having received medication or been treated by a medical professional for? And then they're going to go through question 1, HIV or AIDS, or as 2, it's going to be a COPD or COLD, emphysema, chronic bronchitis requiring the use of 2 or more medications or oxygen therapy. So if they only use 1 medication, then they're fine, right? This is exactly how the question states it, guys. Question 3, leukemia, Hodgkin's or non-Hodgkin's disease, lymphoma, malignant melanoma, or any internal cancer or pre-leukemic or malignant condition, PSA greater than 4.0, or a mammogram test with abnormal mammogram test where cancer has not been ruled out yet. And then the last question is kind of like the in-person question, which basically says that, are you feeling like, you're not feeling well, and that you should have gone and seen a doctor. You haven't yet done so. Basically, what that's about. And then, they can answer these questions. Once the questions are answered, then we'll go ahead and issue the policy. Okay. So now the question here is that, well, what happens if my client already has a GTL cancer policy, or any other cancer policy for that matter? My first response is going to be they should keep it. Now, the reason why you should keep any existing cancer policies that a client may already have is that they're going to, they probably bought it when they were at a younger age. It could be 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, 10 years ago. So they're at a younger age. It wasn't costing them that much at that time to purchase the plan. And secondly, they've already gone through the pre-existing condition language. They've gone through the contestability period. So if they were to get diagnosed, with cancer today, then they're going to have their claim paid automatically, real quick and easy, right? So that's why we say they should keep it. Doesn't matter if it's GTL's or if it's some other company's cancer plan they have. Now, one of the things that we want to make sure we do for those folks that have a GTL cancer policy, because we're not going to combine plans or anything like that, we're going to say for those folks that already have a GTL plan, meaning a lump sum cancer rider from Advantage Plus, or our cancer, heart attack, stroke, cancer plans that they have, we will not, apply that $15 a month minimum premium for this precision care policy. So now if the client wants the TGen benefit, which is the precision care policy here, part of that, they can get as little as $2,500 and they'll still get access to that precision care medicine benefit of TGen. So then, even if their rate at age 45 was $10.62 a month, go ahead, submit it, because they already have a GTL plan with us, and we're going to go ahead and issue that policy. Not a problem at all. And maybe you run into a situation where they might have they might meet our maximum coverage limits, which is $75,000 of benefit. Yeah, that's fine. We'll give them we'll allow them to have an additional $2,500 or $5,000 of benefit on top of the $75,000 they currently may have. So just know that we do have options for those situations also. If you're wondering what it costs to get a small $2,500 precision care policy for existing cancer policyholders with GTL, at age 35, 45, 55, 65, it's all very, very affordable, very inexpensive premiums to add on a $2,500 lump sum benefit to get access to the precision medicine benefit with TGen. And some of you might not have any interest whatsoever in precision medicine portion of our new cancer plan, which is fine. But we do have our traditional cancer, heart attack, stroke plan that is available. So yes, that is available. And what really the biggest difference outside of the precision medicine benefit that has between this cancer, heart attack, stroke plan and precision care is that on cancer, heart attack, stroke, the obvious is that you're going to have access to a standalone heart attack, stroke policy, or you can combine all three with the heart attack and stroke as a rider, the cancer plan, and cover the big three right there. Also, we also have access to a critical accident rider, a dental vision rider, a recurrence benefit, which is a 5-year recurrence benefit, which is very strong, and also an intensive care unit benefit that you can get with our cancer, heart attack, stroke plan. So eventually, at some point down the road, either you're writing our Advantage Plus, or you're writing short-term home health care, you're writing precision care, or cancer, heart attack, stroke, the client's going to need to file a claim. There's a couple of ways that we can do this. You can ask your client to go to gtlic.com. You get to the home page, they'll see that on the right-hand side here, where it says click here on number 2, you'll see right there it says file a claim. All right, click on it and you file a claim. This is what they're going to find. They're going to find a PDF of forms for heart attack or cancer or even hospital indemnity and so forth. So that's one way you can get all those kind of claim forms. And they can download it and print them out and then go ahead and complete them. Or if they don't want to use the computer and do it on their own, they can contact our customer service department at 800-338-7452. And then just talk to one of our representatives and they'll be happy to send them out a claim packet. Very simple. Now, what would a claim form look like for your client? The first page that you see on the left will be a checklist of making sure what is it that we would need submitted so that we can, get this claim adjudicated quickly and accurately. Second and third form is going to be policy owner information that we need for the claim, and then the fourth page is the HIPAA form. We just need that in case we need to contact the provider to get some additional information, and then try to help get a claim adjudicated. Now, once you write a policy for Precision Care, this is what the client's going to get in the mail from us. They're going to get a welcome letter thanking them for their business and also showing them how they can get access to their policy 24/7, 365 days of the year on our website. And then they're going to get a summary of benefits. The summary of benefits is going to show what their lump sum cancer amount benefit was and what their in situ benefit is and so forth, and what riders they added on there, so they have a little summary of what they purchased. And then third, they're going to get their insurance card. They can go ahead and keep that in a nice, safe place at home. And then they'll get this flyer here that talks about TGen, so that this is something that they're going to want to make sure that they show to their doctor if they ever do get diagnosed with cancer, so this way they can get the process started and be able to get that genomic sequencing performed if they were ever be diagnosed with cancer. Now, from an application submission standpoint, we have a couple different ways we can do this. We can do traditional paper apps, and then scan them in and email them into underwriting at und@gtlic.com. Or if you're on the more techie side of it all, we have a mobile platform that you can download from the Apple Store or Google Play that can be used on your mobile devices. So if you have an iPhone or an Android phone or tablets, you can definitely quote, submit an application, and check on your pending business all from your mobile device with our GTL apps here. Really nice, real nice and easy user-proof, way of using our platforms are really, really neat. I've gotten a lot of folks telling me that it's a real simple process and very easy to use, which makes that so this way I like the mobile devices because you can actually capture the signature right on your phone or tablet for the client and for yourself. So this way, once you get through the application and get all the signatures appropriate, you can hit submit and it electronically comes straight to GTL. Very, very nice process. We also do have, for those of you that may contact your clients over the phone, a web browser version. So if you went to gtlic.com, clicked on agent login, it'll look exactly the same as your mobile device would look. It operates exactly the same way. The only difference between the mobile device and the web browser version is that we're going to have to complete a voice verification call if you take the application with the web browser version. Outside of that, it all works the same and looks the same. So two options for you depending on how you're dealing with your clients. Again, I want to touch and let you know where the product is available today. All the states that are in red. You want to make sure that it's available. If you're working in those states, you may want to start thinking about, after your conversations with clients about various products or just touching base with them, ask them the simple question: who's your cancer plan with? Or do you know anyone that's been touched by cancer? And then this way you can start getting that conversation and just help them see that there could be a good idea to purchase a Precision Care type of policy here. Now, if you do ever have any questions along the way, and MAS is going to be a great source for you to ask questions and so forth. We're also here to support you. Also, we're here to support MAS too. So feel free to give us a call at 800-323-6907. We're here Monday through Thursday from 7 to 5 Central Time, and on Fridays from 8 to 12 Central Time. So with that, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this great new product, Precision Care, and hopefully you guys have happy selling with it.
Thank you as always, Dimitri. Very informative, and I hope everyone got some good information from Dimitri today. Dimitri, we did have just one question that I believe you touched on at one point after it was asked, but I'm going to give you just the opportunity to go back. The question was asked by Mr. Mike Julian. Will there be, or is there, a consumer-facing video for the Precision Care?
Yes, the consumer-facing video is the first video that I showed. It's the one that you can have access to if you go to outsmartmycancer.com. You'll see a link, button there that says watch video, and that's one that's was designed to be for consumer-facing. Or if you're already contracted with us, you may have gotten emails that say, that talk about Precision Care, and it provides a couple of video links there. You feel free to use it from there. Just make sure when you're using the videos that you're connected to the internet. It's the only way you can use the videos is by being connected to the internet, though.
Well, thank you again, Dimitri. And like I said before, I hope everyone got some very good information today. This is such a great product and a great unique product that is not only going to provide a monetary benefit to a very hard financial time, but it's going to offer a benefit that could potentially save your client's life. So if you are already contracted with GTL, please call us. Let's talk about this product and talk about how we can help you implement it into your business. If you're not, also please give us a call. We would love to talk to you about GTL and all aspects of your business and what we can do to work with you and help you implement this, but also grow your business how you see fit. I would like to thank you all again for attending. If you will look on the screen, our direct line is there, and please give us a call, and we will help work with you. And thank you all so much again, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.